now.
Henry, please explain to me, how do you get assaulted by the Indians' food?
Yeah!
When you label something as mild, you should make sure it's mild. The Indians, what do they think just because it's mild to them, it's okay to be like, yes, we will label this mild, so all the white men can buy our food and die of burning to death from the inside.
Okay, why did you just specifically quote us white men?
I'm a woman!
I think that was a several different layer of racism that I didn't even understand why I did.
Let's not forget the layer
I'm
of
really the only woman in this fucking court. What the fuck?
And the other thing is just I always think about the funny thing about most telephone prompter guys are the Indians answering, "Hello, would you like to pay for your telephone bill?"
I mean, that's what I thought I would get. I didn't expect the food thing. Honestly, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Twice we have bought curry from some Indian vendor. And that night, we were dying because our mouths were burning, and that curry was meant to be mild. Either A, learn what mild means in English, or B, label it as hot!
Or maybe that was like their version of, that's why it's mild.
Their version doesn't matter, it's false advertising!
And by the way, Mrs. Sun, I sent you some gifts in the sharing pool. Have a look, have a look.
Also, on the opinions I have in the Canadian is just I look at Carson and I think he's an absolute idiot, and I'm not using that to figure out what the rest of them are like. I just know he's stupid, he's too kind, he literally could not hurt a person if he were even given a knife. That's an individual point of view, I will point out. He may be Canadian, but I have no idea what the Canadians are like. I only know what Carson's like. And he's too stupid to bloody count towards them.
I feel like Rev should just name a country or a place and see what Henry thinks on them.
Are we now playing the game? What does Henry think of races?
Yes! Oh wait, can I go first? Can I go first? Can I go first?
Oh, it's like a special form of geoguessr.
How about America? What do you think of them?
Would you like a list?
Crazy assholes with guns.
Yes, but also more. They are crazy assholes with guns that have guns at every spot you can think of. Under their pillows, in the gun store, in the grocery store. Every store that you can think of. If they don't have a gun, they aren't American. Like, people say I have an American accent. All I would want to actually say is, okay, where's my gun then? Where's my gun? Like, one person assumed I was from America, and all I can think about them is, where's my gun? And also, the Americans are a bunch of idiots, because they keep electing some of the most stupid people there is. Like, look at Trump, for example. Every night show host that you can think of is making fun of him in at least one segment, because he's probably the stupidest man alive, and he is probably the epitome of the entire American race.
How about North Korea?
I know nothing of the Koreans. Is Kim Jong-un a Korean or a Chinese?
He's North Korean.
And he's the one with like the nuke bombs, like rockets and stuff.
I really know nothing about Kim Jong-un. I just know he's a person, and I know North Korea is a place, and I know nothing.
Okay.
You want the French?
Ooh. Good one.
My view on the French. I don't got some proper views, but if I had to base my views off something, let's go with the spy from TF2. All I can imagine is some French guys walking behind you, stabbing you in the back, and also baguettes. Give me the baguettes. Actually, if I remember, I believe crepe is a French food, if I remember correctly. And crepes,
yeah,
crepes are the best thing in existence. honestly, the French I would never think of killing for the simple reason of if I killed them, I'd be killing crepes. I could not kill one of my favorite foods. Legit, if a French man were holding me at gunpoint, I would say, make me a crepe right now and I will take you to wherever you want. I will help you do what you need if you give me crepes. I do not care how much of a criminal you are. Give me crepes! And then he would be the one at gunpoint as I've taken his gun and I am like, give me the crepes!
Like, fuck the bank and $1 zillion. Just go, I want the zillion crepes in a bag. Put them in. Oh, what's next? What's next? Guys, any suggestions? Which one next?
I ain't suggesting any of this shit. This is you and Rome. I'm out of this because I'm here just for the laughter.
Come on, you don't have anything to suggest? Nothing at all!
Fine.
Come
Japanese.
on, we know we have, you know I have more than opinions on races.
Japanese, Henry.
Japanese are just a different type of Chinese, I don't know the difference.
Well, they are the most advanced. Tokyo is the most advanced place in the world.
When I think of advanced, I think of how Germany was said to be. Well, I just think of all those games that always depict Germans as either the most advanced or somehow having the most alien technology. Japanese, I just look at it and I think they should just call themselves Chinese. I don't see a difference.
And Mr. Sun, I have a question for you. One, that is definitely a thing. Oof.
I seriously don't know the difference! I'm half the time wondering when someone points out a thing of Japanese or Chinese, I'm like, which one?
What is your opinion of the town of Fucky?
Town of Fucky!
Yeah, there is a town of
Well,
Fucky, and there is called
no. It's called Fugging now. It was changed last year.
Aww.
I mean, my opinion would be probably the same thing when it comes to the fact I know there's a country called Chad. I find that funny that's the name of a real place.
I can imagine the town of Fucky
Chad's a country, to be clear. Chad's a country.
But still,
Chad is a real country.
what do you think about the town of Fucky?
I don't got an opinion because I've never heard it. My only opinion is that's a funny name.
Just one word. They fuck a lot. Alright, where's the fucking water?
I don't...
You get it? There's a video. He goes on about the fucking children and
The fucking school, the fucking church.
the fucking drown.
Oh, there is one thing that I can think of when it comes to the Japanese, but this also applies to the Chinese. Because, once again, I don't know the difference. The thing is, when I think of them two, I think of them having some of the funniest names.
The fucking
And me example is from Austin Powers, which is obviously comedy, but still. Is, hello, I am fuck you, and this is my sister, fuck me.
And this is my mother. Fuck her. And this is my mother. Fuck her.
How to entertain oneself. Learn on the is more racist than you ever could imagine. Hey, Dave, did you know of any of this shit?
I know the town of fucking, I know all of it, I've seen the video.
I've been of my opinions.
Your opinions are new to me, and I'm quite scared.
What? But these opinions that I probably held since...
Okay.
Probably... At least the ones about the Ching Chongs, at least ever since I started playing D2. Seriously, D2 is can be so toxic, I hate it.
Henry, what's your opinion on a certain friend of ours named Caleb? Let's start with people
I ain't
now.
touching that shit with a 10-foot pole.
Alright.
He is a disease that either A, needs to be purged, B, diagnosed, or sent to an asylum. I could make a list, but the point is, I ain't touching that shit with a 10-foot pole. That can quite easily just explain most of it.
Alright,
I think he's a perverted, demented mother, just asshat, who thought he could get away with what one might think is the greatest crime, but forgot I'm a person who bought shit online and was like, this shit is precious. I ain't going to just simply be like, oh yeah, let me just leave it out in the oven, don't take it by any moron. Because I am an idiot who has no IQ above frigging toe. Because apparently the world is made of frigging morons, ning-nongs, and dumbasses.
This is real special to have zoned out for like a minute and just like come back.
That wasn't even racism. That was just pure old. I just think he is the dumbest. To think that stealing from me was a good idea.
No, it's a good fucking man.
What is this laugh?
I remember someone back
anime
in
evil
school.
labs.
I remember someone back in school, and it was so funny because they were a really cringy kid, and they were kind of annoying. Like, there was a lot of reasons not to like them. And I just remember there was this one point where they're like, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, and we're like, what are you gonna call it? He's like, I'm Mr. Misplay. It's like, so you're Mr. Mistake. And he tried to hold on to it for like a week and then gave up because no one would call him anything but Mr. Mistake.
Nice.
Some might call it bullying, but you know, you kind of get what you get, you know.
Yeah.
Also, by definition, even though I may be in a group chat that has his stupid ass in it, the only reason I would ever go to anything he plans if he does not include the line drinking at all. Because I do not drink and I do not look forward to any kind of gathering with drinking. Because people who drink... Let me rephrase that.
Yeah, rephrase that.
That's fine.
People who drink are sad.
I do not like hanging with people who are very drunk because...
I'm listening.
Just go for it, Henry. Just go for it. Don't even care about Steph's
wait, here.
Steph, if your feelings are hurt...
Go
No,
die.
my always hurt, so go for
I
it.
guess I have to say, I'm sorry, but get bent, because it's time to hear Henry's opinions on drunks.
First,
Hey!
And it isn't a good one.
is it casual drinkers or rare drinkers you're targeting this on? Or just drinkers in general?
In general?
I understand that I don't drink that often because I don't feel the use of alcohol.
I have to state this. Anyone that drinks enough to get even sorta drunk.
So I'm in this list? Okay, that's fine with me.
Ah!
Henry, I get drunk, yes, but that's really, you're never going to see a bad side of me out of when I'm drunk.
First of all, these are mainly opinions on alcohol itself. I don't see a point in it. It is...
Fair enough.
It tastes horrible, every form of it. The only kind that I could even withstand is so drenched in any kind of sweet stuff that the alcohol is almost non-existent. It is pretty much 99.9% anything but alcohol. This stuff is revolting. I don't understand how people like it.
I don't know, I mean, Jack Daniels and I have been best friends since I was like 18.
What, you want to shake its hand while its hand is coming out its friggin' ass?
I don't really drink a lot now, but...
She changes it now after you said it.
No, for real, sorry. I don't really drink a lot. But unless there's like, I don't know, parties or like stuff like that, then you'd probably see me dancing on the dance floor like a fucking idiot.
Well, my sister's having like a get-together in like a couple of weeks or so. And my sister's not drinking because of the nephew, her son. I'm going to be not drinking as well because I don't want her to feel left out. Well, actually, she won't be left out because there's like 2 other mums coming with 2 other babies. But I'm like, I'm gonna tag along and be the only person who's responsible enough to take care of yous if something happens when you guys are not present.
But yeah, when it comes to the people who are drinking enough to get drunk, all I can think is, why? Is there something wrong with your life, or do you not stand the world as it is, that you have to use substances to alter the way you are acting to be able to enjoy the world around you? Like, if someone can only talk to me honestly while they're drunk, they shouldn't be talking to me at all. Because if they can't be honest to me without substances, they should just walk away and accept the fact that honesty is dead. Like, seriously, to enjoy yourself, you need to drink something that alters the way that you're behaving and such? What's so bad about your life right now that you can't enjoy any aspect of it without alcohol? Like, what is wrong with those people? Like, if you need a substance that isn't natural, something that should be illegal but isn't removed because people are so hopped up on it, if people removed it, it would end in the end of the world because people would riot and murder everything until they got it back. It's the same thing with cigarettes. And the only thing I have against them is they smell really bad and more than likely end in more deaths than I do telling people what they like is shit. Half the time I don't voice my opinions because of that. Because none of my opinions are normally favorable.
Alright.
He has a fair point, though.
About what? If it's the last point, I do have a point. It's the reason I don't voice my opinions normally.
Well, you have, even though you are voicing your opinions, you have a point to voice your opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not trying to be a dick to anyone. This is apparently what we wanted.
By the way, did you...
Yeah,
By the way, Henry, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this, but you may have forgotten. Caleb is an actual casual drinker. I mean, he spends 90% of his money on alcohol.
Oh, you know, it's why if I ever decide to hang out with him at all, like, just to, like, if I decide to at all, and I find out he's drunk, I see him go grab a drink, I'm going to walk away, and if he asks, where are you going? I'm just gonna say, without even sugarcoating it, I'm going to go where I can hang out with someone who's not drinking right now. It's nothing against you, it's the fact that you're drinking. And I'd rather have a nice sober experience on all ends. Just because I don't want to find out what he's like drunk. Because I've only heard bad shit.
Yeah, do not. I've experienced it. He's basically literally my stepmother all over again. But as a male.
Like, it's less against him and more against, I've only heard bad things, I don't want to see you drunk ever.
He spends most of his time drinking. Like, Henry, if you ever come down here, I probably might even have a few beers, but that's it. A few is enough for me. A 6-pack can last for literally at least 2 months for me. That's
bottles of whatever flavor was Bailey's we got, I've never finished it because after trying it a few times, it's just like, yeah, no, I just hate alcohol. I don't find the stuff tasty in really any regard. If I want to drink some flavored of delicious milk, I'll just go get myself a chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is good.
Yeah, you feel like the innocent person just like drinking chocolate milk while everyone's just like having a drink in the bar.
Like, I mean, what? Okay, here's the thing, and this is a genuine thing. Anyone who tells me that something is an acquired taste, why am I gonna have something that's shit to the point where it suddenly becomes good when I could just have something that starts off good and continues being good?
Brilliant point! What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, are you talking about a personal experience of yours, or is this just an opinion?
I mean, both.
Tell us the personal experience. Come on, share things.
was literally alcohol. Like, people have said, like, because I hate the taste of alcohol. It's like, oh, it's an acquired taste. You have to, you know, after you drink more, you'll eventually find what you like. And it's like, or I could just have something like, you know, glass of cola or chocolate milk and iced coffee. You know, something that already tastes good, and that I don't have to drink like 10 liters of shit for it to suddenly be okay.
Like, if it's something that you try, like, only once of and only one variety of and you like it, yeah, that's fine. If it's something that you have to apparently try every single thing in existence of, every variety of it, to like it, what the hell are you doing in the first place to even be thinking of trying that?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put my Jack
The only reason I even tried different kinds of alcohol was because, I don't know, made by different countries. Like, the only thing I know is vodka is made by Russians, and Corona is funny because now, first thing I think of whenever I think of Corona is coronavirus. That's actually, I think, a brand and not a type of alcohol.
Corona
it's a brand.
Corona is a type of alcohol. It's a beer.
Yeah, but it's like a brand. It's a beer. But the brand is Corona.
Beer is the Corona is the brand.
Zavala, I heard a voice over comms earlier.
I mean, the beer is a bit bleh, honestly. I kind of prefer the whiskey.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Henry will never touch the whiskey, so don't even bother mentioning whiskey.
You know what's good?
Yeah,
pie.
yeah.
Pie is
Whiskey for you.
delicious.
You get chocolate milky.
Wait, are we talking about pie? What kind of pie?
Yeah, pie is delicious. All pies. Apple pie, custard pie.
What's your opinion
Stephanie Pie.
on
Yeah, 'cause my last name's Pie.
On what?
quiche?
Ooh,
I like
fucking
quiche.
beautiful Spanish quiche.
But what about
quiche.
quiche Lorraine? To be clear, that's just quiche with... It's either bacon or ham. I think it can be either or because it's still basically the same thing but cooked
Still
different.
good. I love bacon.
Yeah, quiche, I like. I'm not really a fan of eggs normally, but this is one of the things I'm like, I don't mind this. This is good. This is really good.
Eggs, I feel like, are a thing that you never have. Like, if you just eat eggs, it's like, it's not good. But you have eggs as like an egg salad or like like bacon and egg sandwich.
French
right?
toast.
It goes with other stuff.
Those that know me know that normally if I order any food, I always say without salad. So one would think I would never order a salad. Recently, when we went to the coffee club, which was a place I used to work at, so I normally visit there to normally say to the people that I worked with because there were a bunch of good ones. There was a food that my Nana ordered, which obviously I wasn't going to touch part of it because she got prawns and I hate seafood.
fair enough.
And my mother just said, you know, why don't you try a bit of this? And so I did, because the only reason she suggests that is because what I saw what was in it. This is my first time ever seeing a Caesar salad. This, like, obviously there were lettuce. Like, that was obvious. But there was bacon and